Camping World Stadium in Orlando hosts championship football every December, and this morning is no different. Begins the third and final day of the 2018 FHSAA football finals. Today, it's the best in 3A. The Lions will roar Kings Academy, taking on the reigning champions from Chaminade Madonna. Good morning and welcome, everybody. Alongside Preston Jackson of Big County Preps, my name is Jeff Radcliffe. So glad to have you along here for championship number 6 of 8 on Spectrum. And look, this is going to be a matchup of David versus Goliath. Chaminade Madonna, 17 of their starting 22 have Division I offers or are already committed. For the debutantes, that number is 0.
Oh, man. So how do they win? They have to be crisp.
Yeah.
They have to be well coached. They have to be disciplined. A team full of athletes on Chaminade Madonna. Not quite the case on the other side in Kings Academy. So the little things are going to matter. Have to be really well coached on special teams.
Well, it is early, and for Kings Academy, they need to get woke by their senior quarterback, Justin Wake.
Justin Wake, he's played well this season. And let me just tell you this one. Against Florida State High, he had 404 yards and a 49-48 win. And he's played well all season long, just 5 interceptions. So he takes care of the football, and he throws a lot of touchdowns.
For Chaminade Madonna, it is a who's who of top recruits. Wide receiver John Dunmore is a future Nittany Lion.
Okay, you'll see this kid possibly on Sundays. You'll definitely see him on Saturdays. He's going to up north to Penn State. This kid is electric. He's extremely athletic. You'll enjoy. I'm not so sure you won't see him on the defensive side of the ball, but watch number 3 in blue.
Chaminade will be the home team in the blue uniforms. Same color scheme for both of these squads, and they're both featuring the same mascot. The Pride of Lions will have the victory today. Which side remains to be seen in the next 3 hours.
Third day is usually pretty exciting, Jeff. Man, it's sad that it's the third day of the championship weekend, but they usually get some great games on this day.
Remember the days where we had 2 weeks?
Yeah.
They've jammed it all in 3 days. 3 games to play. We've got 3A this morning, and then 6A and 8A on the way. How about 7A yesterday or last night? Lakeland getting their 7th championship.
Lakeland looked very dominant. St. Thomas Aquinas, and we know how they are, a stacked team, and probably not the best St. Thomas Aquinas team that we've seen here in the finals. But I'll tell you this, Lakeland looked extremely dominant, one of the most dominant performances I've seen out of a Lakeland team in a while.
Well, if you are Kings Academy, or coached by Keith Allen, you see Damian Jones, head coach for Chaminade Madonna. But if you're the underdogs here, let me ask you this. All right. You want to stay in the game as long as you possibly can, and maybe do the smash and grab and come out of here with a championship.
Eliminate possessions for Chaminade Madonna. Try and hold that ball for 5 minutes if possible, even if you don't get points on the board. Just don't allow them any opportunities to hit you with the big play. So make them drive the field, and for yourself, you need to drive the field also.
Kicker is Carter Davis for Chaminade Madonna. Back to return Jeremiah Scroggins and Drew Lucci. And underway here at Camping World Stadium. Fielded at the 5 and brought down quickly at about the 13-yard line. Chaminade Madonna's Thomas Armstrong.
There goes one of those guys you're going to have to keep your eye on, has a lot of college attention. He is a big-time prospect. Looks well. Doesn't he look good? So look good on camera, like he enjoys the weight room.
As for now, committed to TCU. And here comes Justin Wake for the first time. 1928 as far as yardage, 55% completion rate, 21 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions. He will be challenged today. Next to him, Presley Almond. And he will give to the running back for no gain. Maybe even lost a yard.
They got to establish a run. That defensive front is massive for Chaminade Madonna, just massive. They're going 230 and 300 and 200, 6'4" guys in the middle of the Kings Academy offensive line. And just Chaminade Madonna, what they're going to try and do is push that line of scrimmage backwards and make Kings Academy challenge them through the air.
We run a spread offense, as you see, forward wide. Waco has the green light to change things at the line of scrimmage. been starting since his freshman year. He's in trouble. Comes out of the end zone, and he will run for the first down. He'll have it, and then some. Out at the 35, Justin Wake doing it himself.
Yeah, when he first got going, like, no, 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 don't go backwards, young man. Just go down, if anything. You see him right here. He's looking left, feels the pressure, spins out of there, reverses field. Now, since they're playing man-to-man, nobody in the secondary can see the quarterback taking off, and he picks up a big gain, and now they're out around the 35-yard line with room to operate.
Wake does have 11 touchdowns running to go with 545 yards.
So he's serviceable on the ground for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When you get everybody spread out, you have those holes. You will get the call. And in the shotgun, gives to Allman and then keeps. And met after a short gain of about 4. Flags fly. First penalty of this matchup coming up.
I'm not sure if they're going to call helmet to Ronnie Bordeaux. That tackle, you heard the click-clack, but it definitely wasn't on purpose.
Question is, did he rewind it back?
On the defense, result of the play, first down.
Well, that will help out their cause, Preston.
And this is what you need if you're Kings Academy. Any positive yardage that you can get, whether it's a quarterback scrambling, whether it's penalty yardage, you want to try to advance this ball against this highly talented Chaminade-Madonna defense.
First down. Wake at midfield, a little inside, doesn't go anywhere. Redwell, film study paid off for Thomas Armstrong once more.
Tried to get the ball to Drew Lucci here. It's a little inside type shovel pass. Didn't work quite well. Now Drew Lucci is one of those guys who they can get the ball any way possible. He's got 1,262 all-purpose yards on the season, and when I say all-purpose, that's just not running and receiving. He's going to get the ball in the kicking game and in interception yards. So that guy has yards all over the place. True all-purpose player.
2nd and 14, dropping his Wake, and that's incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Tight coverage, Rodney Bordeaux again, all around the ball. Big hit on the quarterback. Now he's tight in coverage. Justin Wake hasn't completed a pass just yet, but that'll change.
He's got the Scroggins boys, senior and the junior, Jeremiah and Isaac out there. Drew Lucci and Corey Croto have some big play potential. And an obvious passing down this time. So trips right. The snap, and in trouble from the get-go as Andrew Iulianelli lays the smackdown.
Wow. Tried to spin out again. This time, Andrew stays top side shoulder. A lot of times, blitzing defenders come underneath, which allows the quarterback to spin out. They get outside, get outflanked by the quarterback, and then they make an outstanding play. That one was an outstanding play on defense.
When it's pooched, so a short punt from Wake, who serves on the special teams in that role, and it will be an advantageous field position for the Lions of Chaminade-Madonna. Dalen Menard.
He's been here before.
Last year.
Yep.
Had 2 touchdowns against Oxbridge in that win. It was a game won by a field goal with 4 seconds left. They're hoping to have an easier time of it today. So Menard has Willie Davis the 4th. That's where he'll go. Is Thaddeus Franklin, their normal starter, broke his collarbone in the playoffs, so the Miami commit not going to play today. Croto made the tackle.
All right, let's see what Chaminade-Madonna has cooked up. 2nd and a long 8.
Multiple offense from Damon Jones. His offensive coordinator, Tyler Tate. And he'll throw in the flat and unable to haul it in at the 50-yard line. That's John Dunmore, who we talked about in the open.
Yep, they're going to try and feed him early. Want to see him get loose, and they think they have an advantage versus him. And number 2 lined up is Javon Wynn out there on the outside over top of him. They like their chances with number 3 against their number 2. But you got to catch it first, right? No matter how many stars you have and offers and commitments,
You're right.
you got to catch it first.
First third down attempt of the day for the Lions. Flag flies. Will it make it easier or more difficult? That is the question.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the offense, 5-yard penalty, third down.
An offensive encroachment penalty drops him 5 back.
Keep your eye on number 70, this left offensive tackle, Joseph Habanowski, 6'4", 305 junior. You see him down at the bottom of your screen. Good bend, as you see him right here, good footwork.
And that one is intercepted. Going the other way is Wynn. They tried to pick on him. He's going to take it inside the 10. Javon Wynn, the first big play of this 3A championship.
How many times have we seen this weekend? Overthrown passes, tip passes lead to big plays for the underdog team. Menard, a little off on this one, has pressure in his face. Tip pass by his own receiver. Wynn comes up with it. Now Wynn looks like he knows what to do with the ball. Inside, outside. He's at the 20. And a slight face mask, they got away with it, but now that puts Kings Academy in excellent position on their second possession.
Ball spotted outside the 10. I beg your pardon. First. And on the move, and will fade it to the end zone, and not on the same page.
Opposite play design there, where a lot of times they look at the fade first, and then they slip a guy out in the flat, so they reversed it. He came out, looked at the slip pass in the flats, and then went to the fade to try to see the defense was over on the other side of the field. Hopefully his deep route was open, wide open.
2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line.
Trying to bring a little pressure.
And couldn't disguise it enough, and jumping offside was Chaminade Madonna. Willie Moyes.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, second down.
Still early in the ball game. You hear the coaches in our audio telling his team to settle down, and he's right. We know you got your backs against the wall, and we know that you're ready to eat. You're hungry up front, but you got to watch the ball. Stay on your side.
2nd and 5 will be the keeper for Wake. Not much there. Hit hard into the boundary.
Got a little laundry back in the backfield.
Talking with Damian Jones, it took them a while to settle down in the state semifinal against Clearwater Central Catholic. Had 3 interceptions in that game. A couple of fumbles. So late hit out of bounds is the
personal foul.
Preliminary call.
Block below the waist.
Ooh.
Offense.
No. So the other way it goes.
Penalty. Second down.
A number of penalties here for both sides.
It's been one of those weekends, man. It seems like every single game is. I don't know if it's the stage and the nerves, but we had a lot of penalties. The officials have been extremely active.
What's the problem?
Still got the mic on.
Well, the Kings Academy, the problem is now you're backed up. You can get a first down at about the 3. 2nd and 20. Wake takes the snap, he'll drop. And wide open is Corey Croto, but room closes quickly, gets some of that penalty yardage back.
Yeah. Highly illegal play by Kings Academy, got away with it. We get the replay. You try and run what they call a rub play on offense. This was a pick, like in basketball. He dang near set a pick. May not be able to see it with this angle, but Wynn set a pick for his guy. That's why he was so open.
The advantage you can gain.
Any advantage.
Twins left and right, and going in motion is Croto. Wake will drop. He'll fire to the end zone. Wide open. Caught. Foot down. Touchdown. Kings Academy.
You're playing man-to-man coverage. Somebody has to go over top and somebody has to go underneath. At this point, neither. You're going to see the little wheel route at the top of the screen. Croto comes in motion. The outside receiver, which I believe was Wynn again, comes inside. They get the Chaminade Madonna defense to rub themselves, and you had two wide receivers wide open for Wake in the end zone. Remember, this all started off with a air pass, tip pass by Dylan Menard that went to Wynn. It was completed just to the wrong team. Wynn takes it inside the 10, and then they convert. So you have the opportunity, you make the opportunity count with 6 points on the board.
Well, Wake to Croto.
Here we go, watch at the top. Here goes the wheel. Everybody falls over each other. You got two guys open. Croto, Wynn, you got a couple dudes open because the defense ran into each other. Touchdown, Kings Academy.
14-yard pass play for the touchdown. Croto with his 5th receiving touchdown of the season. And the underdogs on the board first. How will Damian Jones and his kids respond here? Kings Academy's really gotten out of the regionals in their history. And they're trying to make the most of their trip to Orlando.
You got to answer back now.
Kings Academy 30-3 the last 3 years, and the onside kick, it didn't go 10 yards, so trying to pull out all the stops, and that will give great field position here for Chaminade Madonna.
Yeah, why not? Hey, we're the underdog anyways. Nobody really expects us to beat this big, high, powerful Chaminade Madonna team. We just scored a point. We got a little momentum. I'm not sure I would have did it there, but I don't knock it. Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
And high risk, high reward.
There's Keith Allen. Keith, 44-year-old head coach in his 4th season.
Illegal procedure in the kicking team. Be first down.
So rolling the dice, and comes up snake eyes on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So Dalen Menard will get take 2 here. And puts it right into the belly. And getting decent gain from Willie Davis, the 4th.
Willie Davis, give him the ball on the inside. Easy inside handoff, no read at all. Just going to give it to him in the A-gap and let our offensive line push them around, and we'll keep these chains moving.
Davis averaging 9.5 yards per carry and pulled down for a loss that time.
Dylan Larson coming off the edge just messed that whole play up. You'll see him come off this down at your screen, the left side of the screen. He's going to hit right here in the C-gap, unblocked, untouched. And Willie Davis had nowhere to go.
Keith Allen told us Dylan Larson can study film like nobody's business.
Hey.
And have that one scoped out.
That is a great characteristic, a great asset for you if you know how to study film and it's not just for entertainment.
3rd and 7, Menard over the middle. It is complete. No. Broken up by Scroggins. And Jeremiah able to knock that ball loose before the catch could be secured, and
looks like
will likely go here. Let's see.
Elijah King just took his eyes off the ball before he caught it.
Timeout.
Expecting a hit. He knew that hit was coming and took his eyes off the ball. You got to secure the bag first, and, you know.
Well, they'll go to the water break. 4th and 7 upcoming. And you're watching this 3A championship. Chaminade Madonna making their first ever state title game appearance. Kings Academy looking to, Chaminade Madonna, I have that exactly reversed. Chaminade Madonna looking to repeat as champs. It's Kings Academy, the newcomers.
Small schools haven't, they're trying to bring some excitement. They haven't brought the biggest crowd. Lakeland brought an outstanding crowd last night, and St. Thomas had some dudes up here. The 6A game in Arnwood and Northwestern, they'll have some fun, but the 8A is going to be where it's at. They'll pack this stadium. Yep. It'll be maybe 7,000 people here for the 8A game tonight.
Chaminade Madonna College Prep, a Catholic school in Hollywood, Florida. One of the famous alums, Kamar Aiken, played for the Ravens, Colts, and Eagles, and you're in this part of the state, played for UCF. John Beeson as well, an All-Pro with the Panthers, and Dan Le Batard from ESPN, a highly questionable star.
Well, I love this show.
4th and 7. It is complete and getting away from the tackle. And it's going to be a touchdown for Chaminade Madonna. John Dunmore ties things up potentially with the extra point.
If it stands, we had some laundry pop out late.
Uh-oh.
But you saw the athleticism by John Dunmore. Breaks the tackle. He's the guy that can take a short pass and turn it into a big play.
Offense.
Oh, and it will come back.
Penalty.
So shooting themselves in the foot here in this first quarter, and that will make it 4th and very long.
Run the same play. Run the very same play.
Result of the play is a first down.
So happened after the first down. We'll keep the chains moving at a minimum with 6:16 to go in this first quarter. First down, Chaminade just outside the red zone. Menard will screen it. It's Josh Jenkins, and he is swarmed right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you can't defend that any better. I think that was Isaac Scroggins on the outside defending that screen pass up against the bunch formation. Outstanding job. Well coached. Everybody had hands on the body, excuse me. And the receiver had nowhere to go. The defense rallied to the football. That was a great job.
2nd and 10 for the Lions. Quick pass over the middle, complete. 8 yards, 8 or 9 yards to number 16, Jenkins once more.
Menard is I know we were still relatively early, but even in the first couple of possessions, he's really trying to spread the ball around. I believe we're at about maybe 3 to 4 different targets already in 2 possessions for Chaminade Madonna. So you just can't key on a stud in number 3. You have to find everybody because everybody's touching the football.
Certainly has those options. Menard will keep this time. The juke 1, flag flies as he's down to the 3.
Now I was going to say there was a hold by Willie Mose. Willie Mose?
Moise. The Miami commitment, yeah.
Willie Moise. I thought it was a hold. It came out late.
Holding. Offense. Be 3rd down.
If we get the replay with the right angle, you'll probably be able to see it. It was flagrant. You'll see it. Let's watch jersey 52. Is a ball right here, right side screen, all in his jersey. There's evident. I know they were screaming for it on the sideline. You got to keep your hands inside. You can't hold. Offensive linemen understand that. You got to have better technique going upfield. At some point, you got to let them go. You feel you about to hold, just let them go.
Preston, that is the 6th penalty on Chaminade Madonna, now totaling 60 yards here in just the first quarter.
How many total yards do they have?
Menard will be corralled and brought down. Carlo Basile, the junior.
Look at the big man ready to eat. Turn power into speed.
Look what I found.
Look what I found. Great play by Carlos getting the quarterback down. Menard tried to get that ball out. It was a good decision just to tuck it and take the sack. You live to play another down.
Well, Chaminade's already converted 1 4th down on this drive. They'll attempt it again on 4th and 10. Ball situated at the 23. Menard will drop and be chased immediately. And we'll have a completion.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, okay, good.
Out of bounds.
It looked out from here. I know we have a different vantage point than the sideline where the official is, but he didn't like he came down with that one in bounds.
Good play design, just couldn't get it executed. Coming back for the ball and just played a little wide. I thought he might have got his feet down.
Slightly wide. Good concentration, though. He tried to have the toe tap on the sideline.
Little Gregory Hines.
Yeah, little Gregory Hines, little.
Turnover on downs. Kings Academy back on offense. Here's Justin Wake. Presley Almond will be pushed to the other side. And that Chaminade defense certainly angry with the proceedings right now, down 7-0. In the gut of Almond. One of those keeping them honest runs. Knocked down after a gain of about 2, maybe 3.
So we were talking about those penalty yards, Jeff. And I just pulled up the stats real quick. And Chaminade Madonna with 36 total yards offense, right?
And 50 in penalties.
And 50 yards in penalties. And we're still in the first quarter. Recipe for disaster.
We'll get the sign. Their offense has them spread out. Getting the ball out quickly, complete in the flat. Running to the 40, and Drew Lucci going to be knocked down there, and another flag comes in.
Yeah, it looked like helmet to helmet. It's a great route by Lucci on the inside. Brings it in, sticks it back out. Wake finds him. Gonna head upfield. Let's see what kind of contact we get. Tough to see because we had a player in front of us. Oh yeah, that's helmet to helmet. That is helmet to helmet.
Personal foul, legal helmet contact, defense, first down.
Ahmad Jordan, the free safety, coming to clean up stuff, and got to keep your helmet up. Hit what you see. Ducked his face mask. Face mask was pointing directly at the ground. Helmet to helmet with Lucci. That's an easy call for the officials.
7th penalty. Chaminade Madonna. We still have 3 minutes and change here in this first quarter. Give him a different look. Trips left. Almond taken down for no gain. 45. Ayunelli making the tackle.
Ayunelli taking credit for that one. Coming from the right defensive tackle spot. Beats his man. Look at giving a little Cam Newton in the camera.
Ayunelli hasn't committed yet, but has multiple offers. Just like most of his teammates. Dropping his Wake.
Great protection.
And breaks the tackle a second time. Looking long to the end zone, lofted the ball up and out of play. So good coverage in the secondary for Chaminade Madonna.
Absolutely. Let's take this back, and Wake does a great job in the pocket. Initially had great protection. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Now we got to go. Evades the rush. Tiptoes out of bounds. He can buy some time. 50-50 ball in the end zone. I think my guy can come down with it just a bit outside.
The target was Lucci. 3rd and 10.
Wake doesn't look overwhelmed at all. In the month of November, check this, he is over 60% completion rating in the month of November, postseason play.
She will drop over the middle, and it's not going to be a first down, that's for sure. Collected by Lucci. Now what's your decision?
You got to punt. I don't want to give Chaminade Madonna the ball at midfield. I know they can.
They've already done it on a
true enough
kickoff.
True enough, but I don't want.
They are going to go for it unless he's going to pooch it.
Yeah, he's going to pooch this. But nobody's down here covering. Yeah, we got a personnel issue.
Timeout called by Chaminade.
They didn't have the right guys on the field.
Well, we asked Damian
Timeout.
Jones
Chaminade
about Kings Academy and really playing the role of favorites in this game. He said, well, you know what? They may not have the college offers. It doesn't mean anything because they made it to the final just like we did. They're here for a reason. And when I look at them on film, I see kids that are well coached. They believe in their coach. They simply come out and execute. They never give up. Case in point, they've had 4 one-point victories, 3 of those coming in the playoffs.
Yep.
So they have been down but never out.
And that's fact. I agree with him. Yeah, we are more talented. We have a lot of attention. from colleges on our guys, but this team has met us at the last game of the season, so we're going to treat them with the respect just like any other opponent that we're going to face.
Beat Benjamin on October 26, 22-21. First Academy coming from behind, 23-22 in the region final. And FSU Tallahassee to get here, 49-48. They know how to hang in there, but right now they're in control. Into the flat again, breaking the tackle is Croto, and he's got some moves. Down to the 20, and planted inside the 20-yard line, and another flag flies.
Okay, so here they're going to give helmet to helmet also in this. This is unavoidable. This is a great play, great throw by Wake. Croto spins it back inside. He gets loose. Now watch the tackle here. Face mask to check that.
Down to the helmet.
Take everything I said back. All right.
Keontra Smith.
I'm wrong on that one. That is helmet to helmet.
Miami commitment, number 25 ranked recruit in the state at safety.
After the result of the play, personal foul, defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
He's a player that plays like a heat-seeking missile. He just needs to take the warhead off of it.
Now, originally from our angle, it looked like he hit him face mask to face mask. He dropped his body weight. So did the receiver, okay? And he was tackling the way he was taught. Keep your head up, see what you hit. But once you see that replay that we saw, it was definitely helmet to helmet with the crown of the helmet.
8th penalty, now 74 yards for Chaminade, who are back in the shadow of their end zone once more.
Chaminade is going to have to get out this man-to-man at some point in time because Croto and crew is torching it.
Wake will keep. Wake will cut inside. He's got the touchdown. The Lions of Kings Academy off to a dream start in this 3A final.
Playing man-to-man, so defensive backs' eyes are in the backfield. You had a safety number 26 by Shauna Madonna and Ahmad Jordan, eyes in the backfield.
Illegal formation.
Oh.
On the offense.
So it bites them the other way, so
first down.
Take the points off the board.
This has happened twice where on the read option, there's no contain guy. Nobody has the edge. Ahmad Jordan is safety. We had the replay. You'll see him get sucked inside the B gap. All right, let's watch this. We're going to get the replay here. You'll see number 26, Ahmad Jordan, is going to come down right here at the bottom of your screen. All right, he's supposed to have contain. He gets sucked into the B gap. He's supposed to have C gap right where the quarterback is going. Nobody's home. No need to ring the doorbell. Just walk in the house.
Still first and goal. Ball just inside the 15. In motion. Wake will go there. DeLucci has the edge for a moment. Closes quickly down at the 10-yard line.
These are all man-to-man beater routes. Short motions, full motions, half motions, return motions, getting guys uncomfortable out of the position, seeing how they're going to defend us. This is all man-to-man beater offensive plays right now. Kings Academy is working Chaminade Madonna in their press man coverage.
Armstrong had the tackle on that one.
I like my matchup down here with number 11 with Croto. I believe that is number 5 who's defending him, James Williams.
Well, you got a secondary that are all Division I caliber athletes.
Yeah, they're getting torched right now.
Dropping his Wake. Eludes the rush for a moment.
They called it. They called the rub. They called the rub. Here's the penalty from the side jump. Remember I told you before they said a pick play. Same style of play, they're going to call it this time. They picked it up. Chaminade Madonna coaches were probably in their ears. They saw it this time.
There's no penalty on the play for offensive pass interference. The ball was not
offensive pass interference. Absolutely, it was offensive pass interference. It was offensive pass interference the first time.
Keith Allen.
See if we get it out here on the side. You'll see Croto down at the bottom of the screen here. Croto's down at the bottom. He's the X receiver, number 1 receiver on the 10-yard line. He's going to bend in.
The clock operator, please reset the clock.
Actually, he didn't.
Seconds.
But the rub concept was there. It was way more flagrant on the first one. It was absolutely a pick. He just almost set a basketball pick on him.
Well, Keontra Smith knocked him back a few yards on that one as kind of the final 10 seconds of this first quarter. So likely the final play. Going to the air is Wake. Trying to adjust to the ball, broken up by James Williams, who could have come down with the pick. Well, at the end of one is Kings Academy up 7-0. We'll be right back. Second quarter coming your way next on Spectrum.
They're getting out, coach. The route or the play calling by Kings Academy.
Back here at Camping World Stadium, we've switched sides. Still going to be 4th and goal here for the Lions of Kings Academy. And they will attempt the field goal with their kicker, Bernie Cueto. Cueto, a 5'6" sophomore soccer player, will put a leg through and go through the uprights. Field goal is good. So Cueto makes it 10-0.
3 points is better than none. 3 points is better than none. A good drive by Kings Academy. Put points on the board.
37-yard field goal for the sophomore.
Justin Wake right now, he's 7-11, 63 yards, and he's also been a factor on the ground. 20 yards rushing on 4 attempts. Oh, check that. 3 yards rushing. He only got 3 yards. Oh, well, all the sacks, he's got a few sacks, has negated his rushing yards. But he's definitely been a factor in the run games we've seen on screen.
Well, that was the season long for Cueto. His previous long was 33. He'd only had 2 field goal attempts all season coming into this game. But you want to talk about stellar. 51 of 54 on point afters. In fact, leads the state in that category. He will kick off here. And caught by the up man, Poole. And brought down about the 37. Poole has a UNLV offer in hand.
All right, Dylan Menard is going to bring his offense back on the field. 54% completion rating this season, so every 2 passes is going to complete 1. Been okay with the football, 19 TDs, and hasn't thrown very many interceptions, just 6 on the season.
Damian Jones says, we go as he goes. And movement up front. Or, I think the indication maybe against Kings.
Prior to the snap.
Nope.
Encroachment. The defense.
All right, so it is again Kings Academy this time, so that'll help out the cause for Chaminade.
And I like the jet sweep idea. They haven't tried to get outside of Kings Academy just yet, so now they're going to try with a jet sweep look. That one to James Williams, or Grandis Poole, excuse me.
It's the 4th penalty on Kings Academy under normal circumstances, just starting the second quarter. That's not a good number, but when you compare it to your opponent. And no gain here. Host of Lions in there, and another flag flies. So this crew calling it tight.
Face mask
On the defense.
First down.
So back-to-back penalties give Chaminade Madonna the first down. You don't want to give them free snaps.
Not at all.
Kind of have to be not necessarily perfect. You certainly got to minimize the mistakes.
See where we get the face masking on defense here. Hand off to Willie Davis. We got hands to the face right there. Can't pick out the jersey number. Definitely hands to the face.
Davis, the 4th, won't get away. Gain of about 1. White jersey's hanging on him.
Javon Wynn. They play well, man. Kings Academy come in here and you look them up and down and say, no way they can play with Chaminade Madonna, but they played extremely well. I've been impressed with the play calling offensively. They knew that Chaminade Madonna was going to try and match them up man-to-man exclusively, and they have well prepared. Offensive game plan has been tight, and defense, they've been really, really sound.
On the sweep. And that goes About the same result. Planted for no gain, maybe of one.
There goes that man, Dylan Larson again. Football players just make plays. No offers for the young man, not much attention. Just getting the job done. He's been active today. 28 is going to be on your screen a lot because he's going to make a lot of plays.
Larson had it snuffed out. Here it is, 3rd and 8.
Already with 3 tackles in the game.
Menard drops in some pressure, and he'll go down. The sack for the Lions of Kings Academy. In there was Stenton Quay, along with Styles Higgins.
Styles Higgins got him a little bit. Party at the quarterback. That big old offensive line not moving the feet, got lazy in technique, and Kings Academy shot those gaps and made some plays, just rushing 4, and Styles Higgins gets credit for a sack, and why not? Party at the quarterback.
Forces the punt, and it's botched, and able to get it away was Ayulielli, and now going in reverse, and in big trouble. Knocked down with Scroggins. Good kick coverage there by Chaminade. So it'll be the long road to hoe for Justin Wake and company. Here's a look at what he's managed to do this season.
That's
26-5 touchdown to interception ratio. Very, very good.
A career 5,600 yards, and this year he had 6 games over 200 passing yards, 62% in November, 404 yards and a 1-point win versus FSU High. Good year for that young man.
Wake on the give to Almonds. Modest pickup there. You meet the Kings Academy offense now that we're into the second quarter. Don't want to move the ball. Haven't had time to talk about them. Wake with Almond to his side.
They're out of that man-to-man.
Croto.
They've zoned up.
And we'll try to solve it, and it works out. Way too much time. There's the offense for Kings Academy. It's a spread. Backs and receivers there. We talked about Almond. Jeremiah Scroggins, Isaac Scroggins, the senior and the junior, and Drew Lucci, who's made an impact already. The line led by Nick Van Reeth, who gets down and dirty. Senior, 6'3", 283.
Well, here's the adjustment that we were talking about. You had to get out of the man-to-man. So Chaminade Madonna now showing a too-high look. Could be cover 2 or cover 4. More than likely it's a cover 2. They roll down into a cover 3.
On second down, pressure comes wide open. First down catch is made again. It's going to be
Drew Lucci, that guy.
Lucci again, yep.
Drew Lucci, 1,200 all-purpose yards coming in this game. Wake sees him sitting in the zone, avoids the pressure. Lucci, Johnny on the spot, makes this play right in the middle of the defense. Linebackers didn't get enough depth to get underneath that pass.
Found the hole in that zone.
That's definitely sit and make yourself big. Show the quarterback your numbers.
Wake, the cool customer here in the second quarter, a 10-0 lead. Trying to drive once more. He'll loft this one up into space. It's going to be picked off. Corey Couch sat on it.
Corey Couch. They showed the smash route concept down at the bottom of the screen. Corner did a great job as the defense rolled to a cover 3 look. The wide receiver to the outside is going to sit on the hitch. Inside receiver is going to go to the corner. And Wake with too much air on it. He's got to throw this on a rope. Great job by Couch, one of those D1 prospects in the corner, at the corner position in the secondary for Chaminade Madonna. Well played, exactly how you do it. Exactly how you played in cover 3. That corner has to get depth with that corner route.
one of 6 Chaminade players committed to the University of Miami.
Well, we
The
know where
pipeline
Miami,
to Mark Richt.
we know exactly where they camp out at, right?
Exactly. Don't have to go far from Hollywood.
Not at all.
Seen a lot of their games in person. It's going to be Menard to go long, broken up, but a flag there. Should be pass interference. Dalen Menard, his counterpart, has had a very productive season, completing 54% of his passes. Again, had 2 touchdowns in last year's 3A title game. Chaminade Madonna beat Oxbridge by a field
Pass
goal.
interference on the defense. First down.
Good thing in high school is that a pass interference is not a spot foul. So you just advance the ball up. It's close.
It's really not a bad idea defensively if you're beaten to just take the flag.
It's close. It's close. And if I'm a wide receiver, I'm going to argue for a pass interference also.
Menard into the flat and read perfectly. Again, going to be Javon Wynn who made the tackle. So look at the backs and receivers for the Lions of Chaminade Madonna. Elijah Canyon hasn't been targeted yet. Offensive line, big and bad. Joseph Habanowski, a junior, can play guard or tackle. 15 offers. And they'll run for that first down. Will be right at the sticks.
Keep Willie Davis involved in offense. And keep the offensive line moving forward. It's a lot easier to block forward than it is backwards.
Well, you and I, Preston, had the conversation in the 1A championship. You've got a team in the Kings Academy that plays a lot of two-way players. You get late third, fourth quarter, that could come back to hurt you as far as your conditioning, but something that Coach Allen takes pride in is how well conditioned they are. They'll run for the first down with Davis. Picked up when he needed, it looked like.
So now Chaminade Madonna keeping the ball on the ground. Haven't had tremendous success in the air, but they're not going to go away from it.
They're short. Spot was shy of the marker. 4th and inches. Well, 4th and a couple of feet by the where the spot is.
Let's see what they come out in. Maybe Chaminade Madonna tries to get Kings Academy to jump. Probably have a couple different options. They don't jump, then they have the play ready. Expect Kings Academy to get 5 down. Going to pinch hard. Outside backers even come off the edge.
Dunmore here near side. Instead, it will be Davis on 4th down to pick it up. Willie Davis generally splits time with Thaddeus Franklin, again injured, the sophomore.
Officials timeout.
Hydration break here in the second quarter. Let's meet the defense from the Kings Academy. Carlo Basile, as Coach Keith Allen called him, the squatty body, plays both ways. Leading that group, Corey Croto, the Sammy of Larson and Higgins, the linebackers. Scroggins boys along with Lucci and Wynn, who have made their presence felt early in this one already. Larson and Higgins, sounds like a law firm.
It does sound like a law firm. Personal injury.
Yeah. There's a 2 linebacker, 5 in the secondary system. The defensive coordinator is Ronnie Lee. Tell you what, you know that Keith Allen has seen a lot. He's a former Division II rather, college coach. Was a Division I assistant at TCU. He's a graduate assistant in Oklahoma, his alma mater, where he played sparingly. And went to San Jose State before taking over for Southwest Baptist in Missouri, the winningest coach in school history before coming to Kings Academy. And Davis finds some space, gets just inside the 15.
This whole drive has been on the ground. Hand the ball here to Willie Davis. Good blocking up front for him. Way to fill the hole, and stay on track for Willie Davis. We've seen the adjustment now that Chaminade has made. Take the ball out the air for a minute. Let's see if Willie Davis can grind it on the ground. We have a distinct advantage up front in the box with our 7 versus yours.
Right back to Davis through the hole. It's a touchdown. On the board now, Chaminade Madonna. And Davis has his 9th touchdown of the season.
Don't go away from what is working. Don't go away from what is working. Big on big blocking up front, nothing fancy. Hand the ball to Davis. He's been getting it done this whole drive. He goes in here untouched. Backers get caught up in traffic. Safety's nowhere to be found. Willie Davis walks into the end zone.
Carter Davis will attempt the extra point. There's a whistle before it goes through the uprights, though.
Encroachment on the defense.
We'll retry it.
Half the distance. On time down.
6 plays, 52 yards, took up 2 minutes and 12 seconds on that scoring drive, capped off by a Willie Davis run. And that is the recipe that Chaminade Madonna would like. There's nothing fancy about it. Just line up. Let's see if you can stop us and doing what we do best.
Davis officially cuts it to 3. We've got ourselves a ball game here with 5:26 in the second quarter. We'll look at the Davis touchdown.
Yep. Again, nothing fancy, but what I'm telling you is that that whole play, that whole drive was made up by the offensive line. The whole drive was made up by the offensive line. The Jimmy Nixons and Willie Moses and Tim Butler, those guys got it done on that 52-yard play drive.
Let's look at the 3A bracket. Kings Academy getting through the first academy from here in Orlando, then Florida High. They make it to Orlando for the first time in a state final. Chaminade knocking off American Heritage Delray. Clearwater Central Catholic. Boy, Willie Davis had over 200 yards rushing in that one, so get him revved up and lathered up. May be your best chance to get control of this game.
And we're seeing a Chaminade Madonna team on the field without Thaddeus Franklin, who was their leading rusher coming into the game. He had 1,600 yards, 14 TDs. Willie Davis, the second leading rusher this year, 853 yards. Today he's going to be the workhorse. He's the main dude.
Lucci will field inside his 5 and come out. Past the 20, past the 30. Breaks one tackle and thrown down at about the 37-yard line. Well, the Lions defense featuring 10 starters that are D1 commits or have offers. So there you go. Thomas Armstrong, the TCU commit we've talked about. Ayunelli, very versatile, has multiple offers as well. The linebackers in this 4-2-5 are Keontra Smith and Mark Christie actually did not start in this one. Ernest Felder took his place. And in the secondary, all across the way, Division I talent. Corey Couch, we've seen his interception. And the safeties are ball hawking as well. Diedrich Stanley II has 7 of them. In fact, the safeties have 13 together.
Wow. Wow.
1st and 10 for the Lions. And that one got off. Came out of his hand a little awkward. Not sure if it was tipped. And Chaminade unable to haul in an interception.
Well, the pressure in his face is what caused a high throw. He couldn't set his feet. He was throwing off his back foot. You'll see the pressure right in his face right now. Whew. Getting ready to absorb that hit, just had to let it go, and that's why it came off a little high.
It's up 2nd and 10. Change the play.
Just like many teams this weekend, the plays are coming in from the sideline after
Wake
they get set.
Mishandles the snap, and he's going to go down for a loss. Is it Moyes? No, it was.
Looks like Cameron Williams.
Cameron Williams got there. The Miami commit.
6'4", 230 senior. Cameron Williams coming off the edge. Use a little double hand slap move, get past the tackle. He's the first one there.
Armstrong helped finish him off. That one hurts. See Williams' numbers. Now 3rd and 21. So loss of 11 on that play.
You don't have many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 21.
Protect. Right.
Maybe a draw or a late screen, a late developing screen.
Croto in motion. Coming back is Wake. Immediately flushed out. Flags fly again. And he'll throw it out of play. We'll check the flag.
When you're getting this much pressure, or as we wait for the flag, you're getting this much pressure on the quarterback. The defensive secondary is extremely aggressive. They're not going to backpedal much.
Illegal formation on the offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
You're not going to backpedal much, as I was saying before we got the call, because you know the defensive line is getting pressure. You're extremely aggressive. It's like blood in the water for the secondary right now. Everything. They're gonna take a lot of risk right now to try and get interceptions.
Wake will punt it away. And get some good roll and gets it all the way down inside the 25.
Fantastic kick.
Well, here, Kings Academy's playoff history, 12th playoff appearance, winning record in the postseason. But again, the region finals is as far as they've managed. Chaminade the other way, 3-time state champs, 03, 05, and then last year once more. They are pretty comfortable in this situation.
Well,
and we'll have the ball once more.
We had some South Florida small school dominance. Not that South Florida doesn't dominate every year.
During the kick, personal foul on the receiving team.
Ooh.
15 yards, be 1st down.
Champagnat was here 3 years in a row. Chaminade here a number of years in a row.
He said the receiving team, but started walking the other way.
That penalty is half the distance to the goal, be 1st down, Chaminade.
Clarification from the referee. Damian Jones, if there's going to be a halftime locker room talk, it's just going to be shore up the little things. The penalties are what really keeping you down in this one. Now 8 penalties, now 9. Closing in on 100 yards of penalty yardage.
Wow.
Before that, it's 9 for 84 now. And that was blown up.
There goes your boy.
Larson.
Dylan Larson is just both sides of the ball, and Dylan Larson making another play. But both teams are struggling to run the football.
Coach Allen called Larson a Zach Thomas type. Not just with the way he plays, but the way he studies. Remember, he's a two-way player. Generally the backup running back. Dropping again and completing it and having a 1st down will be Dunmore.
John Dunmore has been quiet since the 1st quarter. Early in the 1st quarter, he had 2 grabs. One was called back, that big long touchdown on the hitch where he broke a tackle. This one again, simple pass, hitch, let him make a play against the defending cornerback, and then he'll get positive yardage up the field. The yards after catch is what he does best.
Bernard looking to lead his team to back-to-back scores here as we get closer to halftime. He will run it with Davis the 4th. Picks up about 2 or 3. Coming up on the 3-minute mark before halftime.
Kings Academy with -4 rushing yards today. -4. While Chaminade Madonna is not very impressive either. They got 35 themselves. So neither team able to move the ball on the ground. The air is where they're having a positive impact on the game, but that's going to come to a close, especially if you can't run the football.
Oh, a great pass up the middle and unable to haul it in was Canyon.
Now, if Canyon catches this ball, is that Canyon or Jenkins?
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Sorry.
If Jenkins catches this ball, he has some room to run because he may outrun that safety right there, number 5, and Isaac Scroggins. He may outrun him and take that one to the house. It would have been a huge play for Chaminade Madonna.
Speedy Jenkins just Just a sophomore trying to find that seam. 3rd and 8. And off a procedure penalty likely here.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 5 yards. Still 3rd down.
3rd and 13. Now 89 yards in penalties on 10 total flags.
In the first half. Boy, somebody's going to have a fit in the locker room.
Well, they've got the horses to pull off a 3rd and 13, no doubt.
They absolutely do. They got dudes. They have dudes. John Dunmore and Crouch and James Williams and Thomas Armstrong. They have some guys.
Menard going to be chased out of the pocket. Trying to roll it clear. Flags fly. Will be an interference call on Lucci, who just made contact at the last minute.
Yep, he was trying to secure the tackle just in case Dunmore made the reception.
He just got there a bit early.
Pass interference. Defense.
You'll see Lucci in man-to-man coverage here, and he's going to wrap that left arm on the backside right there on Dunmore. You can't do that.
Probably wouldn't have been completed anyway.
Nah, it would have been not at all.
Pass interference. Defense.
It's
Results
the
in
7th
first down.
penalty on Kings Academy. So 17 combined penalties in the first half. Really makes it tough to get a rhythm for the game.
You can't get anything going, and it stifles your play calling.
Low snap, out in the flat, making one man miss. A second. That's going to be Jordan Cash. He really cashed in on a first down, but another penalty flag flies.
Yeah, he sure did. He made a little money with the moves, though. That's going to look good on film. It may not stand right here. I'm not sure what they're going to call. I didn't see a face mask, but you may get one or a hold by his receiver who was trying to block for him.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Let's see if we can grab a jersey number on the guilty party. Grantis Poole, are you the guilty one? All right, initially a good block by Grantis Poole, but now he's got the jersey. Yep, good call by the officials.
Still nice moves from Cash. Up the middle to Davis. Breaks one tackle and gets the first down. A full head of steam, Willie Davis the 4th.
Man, it's every time he runs the ball 12, 13 yards and gets to the 3rd level without anybody touching him on the 1st or 2nd level, it's a great job by the offensive line, moving their feet and getting upfield, pushing guys around and getting to that 2nd level block so the linebackers can't get to those running lanes.
Damian Jones says he runs fast, hits the hole, runs hard. Case in point. I'll get to him again, slowed up after a short gain. He's got 51 rushing yards now. Making the stop was Carlo Basile, a junior.
Clock becoming a factor here late in the half. Kings Academy has all 3 of their timeouts. Chaminade Madonna has 2 with only 50 yards to go if they want a touchdown. But they're going to have to pick up the pace as now you're looking at a 1:20 mark at the end of the half.
Dropping his Menard, surveying the options, going long, and hauled in for the catch inside the 15.
Who you going to give your money to? Who you going to give your money to, Jeff?
Show me the money. Good. They go back to him.
Menard gets hit right in the mouth as he releases this. But he pinpoints this one to Cash, and Cash, knowing that he's got help coming over top to knock him out, hangs on to the ball. If you're going to get hit, you might as well catch it anyways.
In a rhythm now, Willie Davis will cut it to the outside, to the pylon. Touchdown! Chaminade Madonna takes the lead. 2nd touchdown of the day for Willie Davis the 4th.
Well, Menard hits Cash on the deep ball. Sets up a beautiful play by Willie Davis. the design cut back, gets to the tackle, cuts it back across, sticks that ball across the goal line in front of the pylon. And we wanted Chaminade Madonna to pick up the pace before the end of the half if they wanted to try and take the lead before the half, and they did. The big play by Cash, the toughness of Menard. Willie Davis has been the bell cow this second quarter, and now Chaminade Madonna takes the lead 14-10 with little time left on the clock for Kings Academy to answer back.
To the extra point, a 4-point lead. Willie Davis Jr. on the first touchdown, the 14-yarder, was north-south. This one was east-west, 13 yards for the score.
Well, you'll see this on the zone. All right, he's got two options. He can either keep going through the B gap on the strong side or the play side, or he has the option to cut it back on the weak side. B gap, strong side got cut off. He picked up his second option. Naturally, the instincts told us to cut it back against the grain. Nobody there on defense for the cutback, and Willie Davis nearly walks into the end zone.
They've been prepared for this moment. Talked to Coach Damian Jones. He said, you know, the goal was obviously to get back here. We didn't know exactly what we had until we really got into the season.
They started a little slow today, but they're starting to warm up now. Chaminade Madonna, the heavy favorite coming into this game. Kings Academy, the David versus the Goliath.
Well, here's it. Look at that schedule. Chaminade Madonna knocking off Booker T. Washington University. They played American Heritage, both American Heritages. Lost to Plantation. And Deerfield Beach, an 8A state semifinalist. They lost some really quality competition and beat some good competition as well.
Wow, that's a heck of a schedule. If you know
that prepares you.
Yeah, you know anything about Booker T. Washington and U School, and obviously Deerfield Beach, quality programs, a lot of those schools down south, and that's how you prepare yourself, and you need those quality points to promote your playoff positioning. Now we got Wake right here going to try and lead his team down 80 yards, see if they can put some points up on the board.
In just a minute and 6 seconds to do it. They do have all 3 timeouts.
They do have all 3 timeouts.
And he's been shown to distribute the ball. And we'll go off tendency and run it. Good gain of about 5 or 6 for Presley Almond. Junior is also a lacrosse player and has really taken over here in his first year as a starter.
So this is not a 2-minute offense that coach is running. It doesn't like has a lot of urgency to try and score.
Oi, laying the wood was James Williams.
Well,
hello, Mr. Man.
James Williams just interrupted my whole joint just did, ain't he? with the big pop. Triple option here.
Oh,
little triple option look. And
you call a buddy pass.
Oh, man.
Well, don't do that to me again, Justin, please.
All right, so as I was saying before that big hit by James Williams, a monster smash.
Timeout, Chaminade. That's their second charge timeout.
Kings Academy is in no hurry to try and score the ball or push the ball. Right. They're in no hurry. They will just try and kill some clock, see if we can bust something on accident, but this is not a 2-minute rush offense. Now, other hand, Chaminade Madonna now feels that if we can get the ball back, we possibly have put up 3 points or more before the end of the half.
Well, what's at stake? Of course, the trophy and the medals. Kings Academy looking for its first state title. Chaminade Madonna looking to go back-to-back and get their 4th overall. And Damian Jones didn't know quite what he had. He said the team this year obviously was going to be good with the talent he has, but a different makeup on how they were going to do things. Could they mimic what they did last year? The strengths are a little bit different, but we had to live up to everybody else's predictions. And on the other side, Keith Allen, not just happy to be here. Playing with a chip and in this game, now down by 4 after having a 10-0 lead. 3rd and 3. Wake will drop. And short of the first down initially, second effort may get it for him, and there's another flag.
Keontae Smith, the first one there.
Scroggins took the hit.
Little smoke pass to the edge of the defense.
See the frustration from head coach Damian Jones.
Wake, Justin's going to get this out. Sees his first option is not open. Comes back.
Following the play, personal foul on the defense. First down.
Okay, they've eclipsed the century mark now in penalty yardage. Going into that play, 11 penalties for 99.
Same look.
Yep. Now it's a 114
Wow.
in the first half on 14 flags.
And 156 total yards of offense. You do the math.
Talk about hidden yardage. Just in 10 over the middle. Looking for that pass was Lucci, and good coverage around him. With 15 seconds to go.
And if you're not going to run a hurry up, if it doesn't seem like you're extremely urgent to try to score the ball, I don't know why you throw that ball in the inside of that defense like that. Because now you're risking exactly what you don't want is a turnover before the end of the half to give the ball back to Chaminade Madonna.
See if Wake will go vertical here with 15 seconds left on the second quarter clock. And we'll play the safe option out to the 50 with Almond. And that will milk the clock down to halftime. Time expires. The second quarter, half is over, but a good one. Chaminade on the back of Willie Davis, the fourth.
Yep.
Has 2 touchdowns. They've taken the lead 14-10 going into the locker room.
Yeah, Willie Davis having a great game so far. He's got 13 attempts for 66 yards, 2 TDs, averaging 5 yards per rush. Dylan Menard hasn't quite gotten going, but had that one long pass of 40 yards, 39 yards to be exact, 92 yards through the air, and Chaminade Madonna has found a little rhythm towards the end of the half to take the lead going into halftime.
Here come those halftime adjustments. Chaminade Madonna trying to clean the process up, looking for back-to-back state titles. They lead the Lions of Kings Academy 14-10. We'll be back. We are back in Orlando, a 4-point halftime lead for Chaminade Madonna. Their Lions lead the other pack, our pride of Kings Academy, 14-10. Jeff Radcliffe, Preston Jackson, and our Spectrum crew bringing you the action of this 3A final. And here's a look at some of the highlights from that first half, Preston. And it early on dominated by Kings Academy.
Yeah, definitely. Justin Wake was hot. They had the matchup what they wanted against Chaminade Madonna in man-to-man, and Justin Wake getting it done in the air and on the ground. Man, he had a really good first quarter.
Well, on the other side, it was Mr. Davis taking it to the house not once but twice.
66 net rushing yards from Mr. Davis in the first half, and he just kept getting it done over and over again, carried the workload. Extremely impressive, and he's the real reason that Chaminade Madonna really got going in that second quarter.
Well, what jumps out, obviously, we've talked ad nauseum about the penalties, but the rushing yards starting to favor Chaminade Madonna quite significantly. They've got an edge in the passing yards, too. They've caught up in that second quarter.
And a lot of the reasons that Kings Academy's rushing yards are so lopsided on the bad end is because the sacks they've given up to Chaminade Madonna. And just, for example, Justin Wake right now has 24 yards, but that's his gain. His net is just -12 because he's been sacked so many times, and that goes against his rushing yards.
4 sacks for 36 yards for Chaminade. So you and I talked in the break about what adjustments do you make. Chaminade Madonna, look, it's simple cleanup. If you're on the other side, Kings Academy, ever since Chaminade went to that zone defensively, they've been shut down.
Yep, and that's the adjustment they made. So now if you're Kings Academy, you come back with possibly some more help in the backfield. You probably keep your back end and help chip on the edge. I would also bring a tight end or an extra up back blocker, and I would just release 3 guys into routes. I protect with 7, and I release 3 into routes because you can find those soft spaces in the zone. Now you have more protection. You let Justin Wake, who's been pretty good throwing the football, kind of have some more time and pick you apart and find those windows.
summarizing what we've seen up to this point, leading into this 4-point lead. And Justin Wake, you talked about a touchdown, 81 yards passing. Menard, his counterpart, with 92. Willie Davis has been a difference, 66 yards, and about 30 of that have come on the 2 touchdowns.
And they're able to run the ball because they now have a threat throwing the ball. Menard at 92 yards. He's had some other big plays that were called back also, but he's able to be a threat in the air. They've shown they can throw the ball, and they're going to try and throw the ball, which is leaving the middle open for Davis. And offensive line is just manhandling Kings Academy up front.
Well, it's Thomas Armstrong, the defensive end, leading everybody in tackles with 7. And it will be Chaminade Madonna to get the ball first here in this second half.
Let's see how they come out, man. Maybe Chaminade Madonna comes out flat and Kings Academy takes an advantage of it. But if they come out guns blazing again, it could be definitely trouble for Kings Academy, because the way they can score the ball does not look the same as it did in the first half.
Teeing it up, Bernie Cueto, the kicker, has a field goal in this one. Short again and misplayed, but Johnny on the spot was Bordeaux. Has some space to operate. Slowed down at the 50 and falls forward for 3 more. So great field position to start for the Lions.
Great job. Great field position.
See Damian Jones in his 3rd season, 39 years old, played football at Tennessee State, got injured, finished up his degree at FAU, graduate of Hallandale High School, coached there as well for many years. So local boy done good. Certainly has plenty of spoils to work with that roster.
Man, he's got some dudes in that team. You walk up on him and you're impressed. Secondary is long, the linebackers look physical. Defensive line is pretty, and they got some youth too, so they have some guys coming back. You'll lose a quarterback in Menard, you have to replace him, but you got a really promising young running back in Franklin that's just a sophomore who's going to be extremely dynamic.
Jenkins out there at receiver. I've not seen Elijah Canyon yet, number 18, who leads their team in the receiving corps with 27.3 yards per reception. And we'll go over the middle. May not need him as Jenkins is free and will take this to the house. 1 play, 1 touchdown. It is 20-14. In fact, it was Canyon.
Well. Remember the ball that Canyon dropped across the middle? It got popped, took his eyes off the ball, and the safety came and hit him in the mouth. They go right back to the same play. He catches this one across the middle, and now it's just a foot race. Menard fakes a handoff. There goes Canyon, breaks the first tackle, and now it's a 100 yards dash to the end zone. Canyon's gonna score, get the penalty right here, a little excessive celebration.
Elijah Canyon 18, not Joshua Jenkins 16. My apologies. Canyon now has his 9th touchdown of the year. Guy who has Notre Dame at the top of his list. 4.0 student, as you'd expect, a high academic performer. Now, high rate of speed. He just turned it into 2nd, 3rd, maybe 4th gear and pulled away.
Yeah, I'm glad he redeemed himself from the first time, and coach had a lot of trust in him, give the ball back. Long kid, 6'4", 200 pounds, and just a junior, one of those young men we're talking about that will return to Chaminade Madonna next year. They're going to make try and repeat if they win this one and repeat as champions.
Davis swings the leg through. It's 21-14 now.
Fake the zone handoff quick, throw it right to Canyon on the skinny slant, and now he's off to the races. He's not, he's just racing his own boy now, and in the backyard.
Winning. So that gets them fired up. So the worst possible start to this 3rd quarter for Kings Academy. Good news is they get a chance to answer here.
Came out hot. came out hot and aggressive. Offensive coordinator aggressive with the play call. He saw the hole in the defense. They knew that Willie Davis was chopping them up in the second quarter, so why not fake it to Davis, pull up the linebackers? You pull the linebackers up, nothing sitting there behind them. It's just my guy versus the secondary coverage. And Kenyon makes the catch, and he takes that one off. All started with a big kickoff return by Rodney Bordeaux.
(21-10). 11-point advantage. It's going to be kicked away by Carter Davis. Now fielded at the 20 by Lucci. And bring it out to the 33-yard line. Well, playing on a Saturday today, this will be a normal occurrence for many of these Chaminade Madonna players. As you see the rankings of some of these players in the state of Florida, and the Hurricanes are getting their fair share of these players.
Well, that is, and it's like this every year out of Chaminade. They had dudes last year, their roster just littered with big-time prospects and extremely talented athletic kids. Miami's found their pipeline. They built it right in and said, hey, Chaminade kids, y'all come this way. Stay right here at home.
Justin Wake gets the call from Keith Allen. And needing an answer in the worst way. Well, positive yardage on first down from Presley Almond.
Chaminade Madonna returns back to their press man look. They might mix up their coverage in and out because they had success with the zone. That first play, their press man, one free, one high safety. So if I'm Kings Academy, I'm sorry. If I'm Kings Academy, I'm coming back to my Justin Wake running plays. That's where they had success versus the man-to-man. Come back to Justin Wake running the ball on the ground.
Instead they go to Almond, and he goes nowhere. Deontra Smith in on that. You don't want to let them start teeing off on you. And it'll be 3rd and 8. So behind the chains. One thing you don't want to do after giving up a big play is put them right back on the field. Wake drops, will step, feel the pressure and get it away. Scroggins just at the sticks, gets pushed out of bounds. He'll have the first down at the 45.
James Williams right there on the tackle. Chaminade Madonna was in a soft zone coverage because they knew Kings Academy had a long way to go for the first down. Justin Wake, a good job avoiding the sack. Shakes off the first tackler, gets the ball out. And then the first down to keep the sticks moving right there for Kings Academy. Good job on a good play call. They knew that Chaminade Madonna was going to soften up in that zone. Had a nice little crossing route as the corner avoided his area and hit him on the go.
First down for the Lions of Kings Academy. Right to the belly of Almond. Not much. Might have lost some.
Coach is setting up this Justin Wake run right now. He's just making those linebackers, like holding a carry out in front of a horse to get him to go. Keep attacking this running back. He's going to pull it with Justin Wake soon.
Lyndon Washington with the stop. Back up defensive tackle.
Chaminade Madonna doing a better job disguising their coverage, not trying to give it away before the snap.
Wake drops, finds a seam, and pick up about 4 as he finds Lucci.
An easy way for those at home to figure out what kind of coverage they're in, whether it's a man or a zone. It's just to run the motion, have a wide receiver run in motion. That's going to let you know if somebody's following the man or somebody's rolling down to the man, and they're going to tell you the coverage is going to be. So now you're not guessing.
Big third down here, third and 6.
Big third down.
Just shy of midfield. Academy will check it. And Wake has that green light. Reads the game so well, he'll keep and not go anywhere. corralled and then finished off by number 26. Ahmad Jordan, safety
Jordan
came
did
up.
a good job coming out the secondary. I knew that they had to pull it at some point. Justin Wake pulls this. Everybody stays home. Second man to the tackle is Ahmad Jordan. He's got the cleanup duty coming down in the alley. They were ready for it.
Senior free safety was to tackle, deliver a good blow. Did that time.
Only problem with that play is that it came too late in the possession. They should have ran on first and second down when they knew that Chaminade Madonna was in man-to-man. Chaminade Madonna caught them in zone, and they were ready for that play.
The 7 will pass, go for it in a dangerous position in the game here for Kings Academy, and it's incomplete. So the gamble does not pay off. Broken up by Ronnie Bordeaux.
Not a lot of good things can happen once you leave the pocket. So Justin Wake right now, instead of stepping up in the pocket, he tries to get outside of it. Now he's limited where he can find wide receiver, and everybody's covered downfield on the scramble drill.
So superb field position now for Chaminade Madonna, who can really start stepping on the accelerator. Up by 11.
If I'm calling the plays for Chaminade Madonna right now, it's going to number 9. I'm going to run downhill Willie Davis after the turnover on downs.
In fact, they screen it and broken up. Corey Croto.
See, that's why you listen to me, Coach, on that play. Give it to Willie Davis and go downhill. That almost got picked off by Croto. He's been quiet ever since the first quarter. Gets his hands up in the pass lane to try to get on the screen. Had Jordan Cash out there waiting over there in the flats. Croto got his fingers on it.
2nd and 10. In the belly of Davis. Not much there.
Not at all. Styles Higgins puts that right shoulder pad into the chest of Willie Davis. Slows down that play before it even gets started.
Good style on the stop for Higgins. 3rd down and 9.
I think we've only seen one screen play today. No draws. It's a good time for.
And broken up. Looking to get it to Jordan Cash.
Both teams are primed for a screen, some type of running back screen when he's leaking out.
On the offense.
Oh.
Beat 3rd down.
And the reason I say they're primed for some type of screen because they're getting a lot of upfield pressure. So to slow them down, you go underneath them. And the way you can do that subtly is throw a screen right underneath where they come.
So 3rd and 9.
Obvious passing down.
A penalty is being declined. 4th down.
So 4th down. So wisely declining the penalty. Yardage not the point at this juncture.
I'm watching the sideline here. This is kind of what bothers me, is that guys aren't paying attention to what's happening in the ball game. You have players who are running off the benches. When it's 3rd down, you know, if we don't get the 3rd down, I need to be up by coach in case we put the punt team in. Instead, we got guys hanging out. They're talking with folks in the fans instead of ready to play the football game. You're running on the field late.
Drew Lucci will field the punt. It is 15, get past the 20, bust to the outside, makes a nice move along the sideline, and pushed out at about the 31 for this Kings Academy team that has had some pretty decent balance under their head coach, Keith Allen. That's the way you do it. 34 touchdowns to 27, but have not rushed very well on this particular afternoon, but all season has led to their success, the 12-1 record.
Yep. I think they got to find a way to get the ball to number 21, Drew Lucci, a little bit more. Croto's been quiet, but that's been because of the defense that Chaminade Madonna has played. They've zoned off a little bit, which has kind of stifled his. And he's not in right now either. So Drew Lucci should be your guy to try and make some plays happen. He's got 30 yards receiving so far in this game.
Javon Wynn have a couple of catches as well, and immediately under duress is Wake. And he'll take it himself and slide about a gain of 5.
Wake ran about 25 yards to gain 5 yards. And this pressure is in his face way too fast, way too fast. He had nowhere to even set his feet. He couldn't look downfield. He had to get out of there. It was nothing but almost an automatic run play for him.
He's had the ability to beat you either way all season. There's Allman to his right. That's where he goes, and that was met with vengeance.
Willie Moyes just eliminated that play before we got started. Defensive tackle, 6'4", 300-pound junior. Blew up the center, pushed the ball back into the backfield, so that zone play had nowhere to go.
Official timeout.
Hydration break on the field. We're midway through the third quarter. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 when they resume action. And a really big 3rd down upcoming here for Kings Academy.
You got to find a way to slow down the pressure that's coming in Justin Wake's face. Quarterback has no time at all. Screen pass would be good. Screen inside the hashes would be good. Maybe a jailbreak screen from the outside in by one of the receivers if they have that in the playbook. But at some point, we got to get those defensive ends of Cam Thomas Armstrong to slow down track field. They're beating the offensive tackles of Kings Academy. And then combine that with the pressure in his face by Willie Moyes, he has no time to throw the ball. So no matter what coverage the secondary is playing, he's not going to be able to get the ball to anybody because there's so much pressure. He can't see anything.
You said at the half, Preston, they need to get the ball out quickly.
They got to get the ball out quick, or they got to, or they have some kind of max protect. I don't care if you get a 2-man route or a 1-man route. You got to be able to protect your quarterback. Keep the back end, bring in a tight end, just run 3-man routes.
Wake and the Lions on 3rd and 7. 3 to the right side to work with. We'll release it over the top, and a big hit on the incomplete pass. Wynn took one and gets up rather slowly.
Keyshawn came out of the top of that secondary, or maybe it was
Jordan?
It was Ahmad Jordan again. Ahmad Jordan's been all over the place. Justin Wake tried to throw this with some touch. Tried to touch past that one to win, and Ahmad Jordan right there coming downhill from the safety position secures that tackle. Jars that ball loose.
4th and 7, and we'll punt it away. We'll Wake. Fielded at the 30. Working it outside, trying to follow the block. Not a bad return for number 6. Dedrick Stanley the second.
Yeah, Dedrick Stanley's going to take this one. And Justin Wake with a nice kick. I didn't think he was going to return it, but he did. And now he changes the field position. And as he caught it on the opposite 40, now he's on the positive 30-yard line with Kings Academy to the back to the end zone.
A critical point in this game here for Kings Academy now. Chaminade just outside the red zone. Really have to turn up the wick here and find a way to limit them to maybe just a field goal attempt. And movement.
Prior to the snap, ball start in the offense.
15th penalty of this game. It's been a little cleaner here in the third quarter, though. So now 144 yards of penalties.
Kings Academy really starting to struggle offensively, and just to throw a few numbers at you. At the end of the first quarter, they ran 18 plays and gained 69 yards, right? So at the end of the half, it was 30 plays for just 88 yards. So after Chaminade Madonna made those first quarter adjustments, it's been all Chaminade Madonna.
Oh, and Davis finds the hole, gets the penalty yardage back, and then some.
It's been all Chaminade Madonna, not at all.
Since the first quarter, it's been 19 yards of offense then.
That's crazy. That's what you call sideline adjustments. Coach, we got to do this to stop that.
Take that penalty yardage away, it's likely a much more lopsided score, which it still could be here with 5 minutes to play in the third on 2nd and 8. Menard give it to Davis again. Stopped at that time. And on the tackle, Garrett Kingman.
Garrett Kingman's gonna bust through and find some space. A little legion offensive line and shoestring tackle just enough to get Willie Davis on the ground. That's all you need, just get him on the ground, and it's even better that it's behind the line of scrimmage.
Kingman, the senior, joined the team as a junior, has really had to learn how to play defensive end. On third, wide open, and a first down catch be made by Dunmore.
That's the play they like Dunmore on. They feel like if you just get him the football, that he can make something happen. That's about his third or fourth hitch route of the day. Just get the ball out there quick, let him run 7 back to 6 yards. Dunmore with his third reception today, just around 50 yards.
I'll tell you what, the Lions offense has looked a lot more comfortable. They'll measure for this. More comfortable in this third quarter, and he's got it by, looks to be a nose or not. There's a stretch. Just short. I think you go here.
Yeah.
4 down territory.
A lot of that has to do with how the running game has picked up and how they've dominated after the second quarter on the ground, which opens up the whole offense. You saw the play action pass that went to Elijah Cannon, that big touchdown. That was all off play action, which was predicated because of the run game.
Dunmore here on the near side. Poole and Cash out left. Obviously going to do the sneak, and we'll pick up the first down. The pile will continue to move down towards that 10-yard line. Menard keeps it and earns the first.
It looked like the Chaminade Madonna players were still surprised that the pile was still moving. The big boys getting their feet moving, and now you got Dylan Menard, who just, showing a little weight room behind him. They looked even surprised that they were still moving forward. They thought the play was dead.
Kings Academy need to pull something out of the hat here. Really could use a stop. And it's going to be Menard to run for it. Menard runs into his own teammate down at the 5. A flag will likely bring this back.
More laundry, just as we wanted to compliment them for cleaning the game up, we get more laundry now.
They've been fighting 2 opponents in this game.
Personal foul, chop block on the offense, 15-yard penalty.
So, double engagement.
Let's see if we get our left guard, yeah. Left guard, who is the guilty party. Can't do that.
And that will help the cause for Kings Academy as it backs them up 15.
I thought the officials have called a really good game today. They haven't missed many. I've been corrected on a few that they've definitely called, and they were right. Even though it's been a lot of penalties, and that's not necessarily their fault, they've been on the mark with the ones that they have called. So a credit to that officiating crew. They've done a really good job 3 quarters into this game.
In the flats. And again, Canyon.
Canyon trying to get to the end zone again for his second touchdown. Again, 6'4", 200. A junior will have a lot of attention. College coaches here. They saw him break away for that long touchdown. seeing his length and athleticism. All these guys in the field are pretty, man. The navy blue team has a lot of good-looking players on it.
2nd and 21, throw it right over the middle. Catch is made at the 15. And immediately brought down was Grannis Poole.
I thought that ball came out. He caught that ball, maybe in a double catch, because the contact was right on time. I would have ventured to say, well, he was a little early on the contact, but he did catch that football. Good bang-bang play.
3rd and 14, so Chaminade Madonna can get a first down without scoring. And Menard will go to the air, and he'll have it. Touchdown, Chaminade, John Dunmore.
Heard that name a few times now. John Dunmore starting to get more active. Dylan Menard finding his key guy. 2nd on the team in touchdown receptions. Menard does a good job moving the safety. Gets them to sink inside. Dunmore leaks out into the flat. Only man home. Number 3 with his first touchdown of the day. And Chaminade Madonna has an extended lead now, 28-10. with 2 minutes left in this quarter.
28 unanswered points. Chaminade Madonna well on their way now.
Yeah, nothing fancy here. Just really nice ball by Menard, and just Dunmore sneaks out into the flat. Good job holding that safety in the middle, because if he would have telegraphed that pass, number 3 out there, they would have jumped on. He did not. The discipline of the quarterback by Menard gets Dunmore his first touchdown of the day.
Menard's completion percentage going up, 12 of 19, now coming up in the 200 mark. 2 touchdowns and the 1 pick. Boy, it was first quarter All Kings Academy, and ever since, the favorites have looked like they're playing the part.
We were kind of worried at first. Oh boy, what are we going to have here? Is this going to be a massive upset by Kings Academy? Chaminade Madonna went into the locker room, got the stuff straight, and now they're looking as impressive as ever.
Lucci will have it and won't make it to the 20.
Massive hit. Andrew Lalani with a big hit on special teams. They've covered well on kickoffs.
Alliance defense, first 8 games of the season, 14.5 points conceded. Last 5, nearly a shutout, 0.6. And they've had 2 shutouts in the playoffs, including the semifinal win, 16-0 against Clearwater Central Catholic.
Shoot.
Team with a lot of pedigree.
Clearwater Central Catholic puts up points all season long. They took down the Jesuit team, which is their only loss. Jesuits' only loss in the regular season. They beat them 14-7 and then flew through the playoffs. So for Chaminade Madonna to blank CCC is quite impressive.
Start the drive with 2:04 to play in the 3rd. Almond stay on the right of Wake. Spread offense. Almond take as much as he can get, and it's not going to be a lot, maybe 2.
Nope, they can't get the running game going, which they can't open up the passing game. Chaminade Madonna now is doing a great job mixing up their coverage. They're disguising more, they're moving late. They're having the play call coming later, and they can't necessarily dial up a good play because they don't know what defense Chaminade Madonna's in.
Passes Wake on the outside. What a pick. Good job, young man, to Corey Couch. Read it, pulled it in like a champ.
It's going to be his second one of the day. It's going to be his second one of the day. Justin Wake wanted to go deep on this one. He put enough on it, but Couch comes off his man to his outside. He saw the flight of the football. That length of his, 6'1", 170 pounds, goes up and gets it out air, high points the football. And he's got 2 on the day, baby. Brings
his season total up to 7. And Miami Academy's eyes are smiling.
All right, here we go. And watch this now. We got sudden change. Expect a deep, some type of big play after sudden change, or a penalty.
Practice, snap, false start on the offense.
A lot of times when teams have momentum after a big play, defensively they'll come back and try and have a big play on offense. We're going to look at this pick again. See Corey going to high point this football. Great job by the young man. His second interception of the day. They tried to hit it right in the seam. Wake just could not get it there. Slightly overthrown. If he would have a taller receiver, it would have been money.
17 penalties, 164 yards. It certainly hasn't been clean, but the cream's starting to rise. Davis in some space. Got to that edge and picks up about 5.
Showing a lot of patience running the football is Willie Davis today. See, he's approaching the century mark himself. Had 72 rushing yards, 73 rushing yards before that play. Very patient, allows his big man to open up the holes for him, not forcing himself. Because he's been so good, it's opened up every other aspect of their offense.
2nd and 6 for Chaminade. In Davis, the 4th, makes a cut, and he'll be corralled after he picks up the first down. Down at the, so they'll give him the 38-yard line.
Ronnie Bordeaux in now trying to show his skills as he's the number 2 option at the running back position. Just a zone play, outside zone play. Saw the hole, stuck his foot in the ground, headed north.
So Bordeaux getting this series. Over 10 yards per carry this season. Take the handoff again. And this will just eat up the remaining time in this 3rd quarter.
I'll say one thing about Bordeaux. He looks extremely comfortable at the running back position. Has some explosion to him. I like his acceleration when he sticks his foot in the ground, heads up north.
He's really good as the nickel safety on the other side of the ball.
Stocky build, 5'8", 175 pounds.
And that will do it for the 3rd quarter. And Chaminade Madonna starting to pull away. Just a quarter away from back-to-back state championships. Back to Camping World Stadium. Chaminade Madonna, 28 unanswered here to take the lead going into the final stanza of this 3A championship. They can really put it to rest. Not that time. Garrett Kingman. Kingman
come off that edge. That was, somebody's gonna have a headache in the morning. Kingman starting to warm up a little bit, show up on film.
How about now? How about now?
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now Kings Academy still fighting. You haven't seen their body language still looks good. Their chins are in their chest. I still like how they're composed. The coaching staff is still very composed on the sideline. They don't feel very pressured, even though they're behind a few scores. It doesn't look like they're surrendering at all.
So a 3-score game at this point. Stepping up in the pocket is Menard, who will release it long. Going to be picked off. So they needed a big play and got it from Jeremiah Scroggins. And we'll bring it back out.
Man, if we get the replay Let's hopefully get the end zone replay. Watch, I think this is Dylan Larson. All right, Menard's going to escape out of this pocket, but watch Larson disciplined enough to keep Menard in the pocket, which allows Scroggins to make this play. If Larson's not there, Menard takes off down the field and has a big game. But because Larson was there, made Menard pull up, that allowed that interception to occur. That's great discipline by the linebacker, complimentary play by Jeremiah Scroggins, and now Kings Academy has a chance to answer back with the play of their own.
Keith Allen told us we go as Jeremiah Scroggins and Corey Croto go. The only game we lost all season when they were both not available. Pass complete. Big yardage on first down. Pickup of 9 by number 5, Isaac Scroggins, the junior. So just 1 year younger, but he says they're carbon copies.
We mentioned the jailbreak screen, some kind of outside in screen to come underneath. That's what that was. Have to come up under the pressure of the defensive line. Too much speed.
Get in the middle of the field.
Second down and short. Should be enough yardage to get the first. For a moment. Time is of the essence. You're down 3 scores. Yes, we're in the 4th quarter. There's time. You got to make every possession count at this point.
Yes, you do. They're going to have to start pressing some. They got to let Justin Wade rip this a little bit, take some chances. They got to pick right against the secondary coverage. If eyes are inside, it's going to be some type of zone.
First and 10 from the 31. Snap to Wake. Will step up across the way. Catch is made by Mark Whitson, his first reception of this championship.
Now's a good time for some tempo offense. Now's a good time for them to set the ball and have some type of hurry-up offense in the game. All right? Has all kind of time here. Great job at the offensive line. He's sitting back there like he's sitting in a Winnebago. He has so much room.
Going camping at Camping World Stadium.
He's camping out at Camping World.
Dropping again, Wake. Trying to get into a little rhythm here. And nearly picked off. Had a beat on it. Pulling in his Isaac Scroggins. Tell you what, Corey Couch has been a sniper. He has 2 picks, nearly had a 3rd.
Let me tell you why I like the tempo. Number 1, it keeps the offense in rhythm. Number 2, it's going to slow down the defensive rotations. All right, so if you get the defense in a base defense, which they have more linebackers than they do secondary players, or just as many, then now you have the advantage passing the football. If you can do that over and over again, you're going to limit their personnel, which you got an advantage on offense.
Trips right. Kings Academy. Justin Wake trying to keep them honest. And it did not work. And on the tackle, Keandra Smith. As well as Keyshawn Feed. Credit for the tackle there.
I can't tell if these zone read play, these inside zone handoffs are reads or are they play called, because I can't see the face mask of Justin Wake. But if they are, then he's reading the play wrong. He should be pulling a lot of these plays because there's nobody home at the defensive end position. Now coach is seeing the coverage. Now he's calling the play.
3rd and 11 here. Oh, got a lot of hot sauce on it. Too tough to handle. Not sure if it would have gotten much anyway, as Drew Lucci couldn't corral it. And now it's 4th and long. You gonna go for broke here?
Yeah, you're behind. You got to, dude. Yeah, go ahead. And I'll tell you this. We haven't seen a double move yet. No slant and go. No stutter and go. We haven't seen anything of that nature at this point in the ball game. And Chaminade Madonna has been really aggressive. Flat-footed in secondary, which means they're not respecting the deep ball. They're coming downhill and everything instead of upfield. Prime for a double move.
Right to pass. And they meet at the quarterback. And boom goes the dynamite.
Boy, Thomas Armstrong off the edge just destroys the offensive tackle.
Oy.
Just track speed off the edge. 6'2", 220-pound senior linebacker. Wake didn't even see it coming. The offensive tackle just felt him blast past him, and he just wrecked the quarterback.
Gonna make it difficult in the Big 12 when he plays at TCU.
Man, what a get off that line of scrimmage. You talk about a way to stop the pass, just don't let it off.
12th tackle for Thomas Armstrong, senior defensive end. He said, "You're going to give me a free shot? I'll take it."
Oh, my goodness.
Turnover on downs. And now can just run this out. Willie Davis back in there at tailback. So it was spelled by Bordeaux in that last series. Now just use every bit of clock.
Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Wind it all the way down. Don't snap the ball to about 4 seconds. Matter of fact, I'm trying in 3 plays, I want that clock to look about 6 minutes.
Second and 9. Throw it over the middle. Caught. And looking for more. Big shoestring tackle to knock down Grantis Poole, or he might have had 6.
Nice pull. You look like he had a hot route right there. Good read. He saw the blitz coming. It wasn't even a delayed blitz. The blitz came at the snap. As soon as he saw it, he pulled it. The hot route receiver just ran right where the linebacker came from, and that's why it was so wide open. If you're going to blitz, you're going to give up something. You just hope the quarterback doesn't read it correctly.
One more on the near side. They go back to Poole in the flat. Ball is loose. Who's got it? Inside the 15, recovered. So that had disaster written on it.
Yeah, and originally it looked good until Poole put the ball on the ground. Makes a couple moves here. He would have had 6-7 yards.
Cash jumping on it quickly.
Yeah, Cash has been really reliable, man. Touchdown today and made some other good plays. Saves a fumble there. If you had to give an MVP right now, who's your guy?
Ooh. Offensively, I would say Willie Davis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
What would you say? Yeah.
Solid. I'm not gonna go Davis even because you went Davis, but I want to. So just to have some contrast. Yeah. Have some contrast. Yep.
Been tough to get by.
Absolutely.
Here's Willie Davis, the 4th, coming back in. 3rd and 1. And the clock has already become a factor. It's now under 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Kings Academy still with 3 timeouts.
This will, for the most part, put them down 4 scores and put it out of reach. The keeper from Menard gets the edge, not for long. Scroggins in there on the tackle. In fact, both Scroggins brothers there to minimize that.
Usually when you have a fumble towards this time of the ball game, the most reliable play is just to keep the ball in the quarterback's hands.
The field goal kicker, Carter Davis, will come out. At least that's what they're showing. Trying to extend this lead to 31-10. Davis swings the leg. He's got it. So 31-10. Getting into the championship scorebook is Carter Davis.
Chaminade Madonna looked very dominant after the second quarter. I think 3 quarters they've owned.
Certainly have.
Official timeout, water break.
Well, you made that observation, Preston, the switch defensively from the man to the zone. And really, Kings Academy has done nothing offensively since.
And that's a good job by the coaching staff, recognize that they need to get their secondary involved in the run game, keep their eyes upfield, because Justin Wake was definitely having success running the football. And Croto was definitely making plays on the outside against their man-to-man coverage. So in order to slow that down, the contrast is to play some zone, get more eyes on the ball carriers, slow down Wake, bring the safeties down in the alley. Okay, so now you got 9 covering the ball carrier, and obviously you want to be able to help out your secondary guys in coverage. So now instead of having one guy with his back turned to the ball in flight, you probably got 2 guys looking at the ball in flight.
Hydration break here with 6:05 to play in the fourth. You're watching the 3A FHSAA State Football Championship here at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. First of 3 games on this championship Saturday. 6A and 8A to come.
Can we get one of the camera guys to put the camera right in those cleats down there with Chaminade Madonna? Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah, they're highlighter orange.
Oh,
huh?
Those are awesome. I remember back in the day when I was playing, we had black and white. That was it. And then they came out with a little bit of gray. And if you're lucky, you got some gray gloves. Now they've got colors that just knock you out. You can customize your own
They took
cleats.
the cue from the soccer cleats, right?
Oh,
all those
yes,
guys
they
have
did.
all sort of pinks.
Absolutely. I like Chaminade Madonna's look because
everybody's got the same thing.
Bingo.
Yeah.
It's not 1 or 2 guys that have the highlighter cleats. Everybody has
Wait till they get shoe contracts.
Oh,
that changes.
It definitely does. But it looks good on them, man. I like it.
We fielded inside the 5. And not much there for Javon Wynn. Still a 3-score game. 21-point advantage for Chaminade. Both of these schools religious in their persuasion. Chaminade Madonna Catholic, Kings Academy Christian. So it is time to pray. If you are Kings Academy. Although you think Chaminade, being Catholic, the Hail Mary thing, they're the ones that would use that. They don't need it. Ahead by 21 points.
Oh, man. You got me on. You got me. I didn't see that one coming.
3A supremacy. Under 6 to play. Chaminade Madonna for the 2nd straight year looking to hoist the trophy. And really feeling their oats now. Big stick made by Williams.
You got the substitutions starting to filter in right now for Chaminade Madonna. Some new guys in, especially at the defensive line. 77's in there, and Lindell Washington. We haven't seen him today.
Jamal Johnson.
Johnson's in, and we got some linebacker substitutions. Dominic Brucey's in the game.
Wake forced out of the pocket once more, and it's closing down in a hurry. We'll just throw it out of bounds. Let the fight another day.
You understand what?
39.
You understand what the young man? He's trying to create something. He knows that the clock is winding down, and trying to create something, anything. This ended up being his last game of his high school career. He ended on this stage. You want to go out swinging now. I'm not going down like a chump. I'm going down fighting. I'm going to try and make something happen.
Justin Wake will have a legitimate opportunity to play at the next level. No offers as of now. But they should be coming. Lofts it down the sideline. Big stick. Denies the completion to Scroggins. As Brashad Evans got all of it.
Yes, he did. This looked like it was going to be a nice completion. A little too much air under it.
Just hung there.
Evans gaining good ground. Caught Scroggins on the sideline. Good contact to draw that ball loose.
One of those, if you're a receiver, God, just come down now.
Hurry up, please.
All right, this is it. 4th down. And 9. And they'll just punt it away. Field is just shy of the 50. There's a little shiftiness, some moves.
A little razzle-dazzle. Dietrich Stanley.
So now they can just run this.
Yeah, this should be it here. I doubt Kings Academy blows into these timeouts. By them punting on 4th down down there, they already let you know that, yeah, we're done. White flag is up.
Justin Wake talking with his head coach, Keith Allen. Fantastic season by any measure. Sometimes, though, it's not the X's and O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
That is true.
Just too much talent aside of the Chaminade Madonna Lions. And we'll get some of those backups in on offense as well.
A handful of big plays today, though. We did have some exciting moments, especially when things really started moving after teams danced around in the first quarter, feeling each other out. Kings Academy took that early lead, which smelled like trouble for Chaminade. The body language of Chaminade Madonna wasn't the best in the first quarter, but they really picked it up in the second quarter. They made some sideline adjustments, and ever since then, it was all Chaminade Madonna.
Alex Law in at quarterback. And Derek Jaffrard, the running back. And we'll just keep things moving. This time, KJ Matthews, the fullback, getting a carry. It's his first carry of the season. You'll remember that one.
Okay.
At least by our stats we have. Big blocking fullback, 6'2", 255. That is a boy. That is a man.
They've got some dudes, man. And I know refrigerators at home better be full.
Just a freshman, by the way, KJ Matthews, 6'2", 255. Good night.
Good night, Susie.
3rd and 7. Will be chased back that time for a bit of a loss. Pool, nowhere to go. About 3.5 minutes to go. They'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation for the Lions of Chaminade Madonna. For a 4th state title. They won it back in 03 and 05 and then again last year. Their 3rd straight appearance in this game. They lost in 2016.
So many, just the talent pool down in South Florida. Definitely Dade County is just different than anywhere in the state. Every year we have so many South Florida teams, they come and compete, and it starts to get like
Javon Wynn will let this go, and this is going to be a difficult proposition down at the 1-inch line. That's called seeing a game out with your special teams.
Running into the kicker.
Oh.
Receiving team.
Oh. We'll deny that. Certainly decline it.
Well, I was saying, yeah, I mean, it's legit penalty. It is running. It should be the 5-yard kind. It is running into the kicker, not roughing him.
That penalty is being declined. Be 1st down, Chaminade.
Got him pinned inside the 1 foot.
But what I was saying about the success of the South Florida teams here in the state championship game, they just had so much. It starts to feel like it's everybody versus South Florida when you meet in Orlando. Who's going to be the team to take down the South Florida teams? Obviously, that's not the case in this game because we're talking about 2 South Florida teams on the field. But every other classification is who can take down the South Florida teams because they've been so dominant for so long. That's the consistency about the playoffs is South Florida is so strong.
Such an enriched talent pool. That population centers down there. And this next snap will be taken in his own end zone for Wake.
Not so sure that they don't get tackled in the end zone right here, Jeff.
Changing the play, 2:20 to go. Wake, quick throw, incomplete. And a flag though. May certainly get them out.
I would question the defensive play call. You know, why are you in man-to-man down here? Understanding the situation was going on. Why are we playing press man?
Pass interference on a defense. 15-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
Maybe they're doing Kings Academy a favor. That's the only thing I can think of. Substitutions all across the board now for Chaminade Madonna. All backups in, or not just say backup, let's say all substitutions in for Chaminade Madonna.
And in a world of hurt is Wake once more. Helmet pops off too. Well, final goodbye, if you will.
And that's why I said, why are they playing man? They go to zone, and this is what happens when they play zone behind. You let your big man get up there, and they get a little taste. Kalani Matthews, he 6'1", 250, just a freshman, as you mentioned.
2 to go, 2nd and 20, back to where the drive started almost. So standing inside the end zone.
Coach letting as much time run off this clock as possible before he has to snap it.
You don't want to have another garbage time touchdown by Chaminade Madonna.
No, this.
They'll run it. Some of the yardage back. Clock will continue to run. Dylan Larson. A nice day defensively, now getting some carries here at the end.
Here comes the cooler.
Yep. In search of Damian Jones. Paging Coach Jones.
They setting him up. Oh, they got him good.
And there goes the cooler.
There goes the cooler. He may be a little upset. He's going to be upset because it was too early. A little too early.
Sideline warning.
Ref's just doing his job. He's got to give him the sideline warning.
They better not do that again in the next 40 seconds, so there's going to be a penalty.
Sideline warning. Chaminade.
Coach can't be too upset. He can't be too mad.
With the cameras on you, you know it's coming, right?
He got him good. He got him real good.
Celebratory bath. Luckily not too cold out there. Probably feels refreshing. 3rd and 15.
Still a great season for Kings Academy.
No doubt, 12 and 2.
Absolutely.
We'll go long, airing it out down the sideline. And out of reach for Scroggins.
Three one-point wins.
Well, 4 in the last 6 weeks, I think.
4.
They beat FSU Tallahassee 49-48. First Academy 23-22. They came from behind in that one. Benjamin 22-21. And you get to go back. I'm sure they had 4 of them.
That Florida State win was on the road.
So punt. And we fielded. We're trying to go for broke. Diving into the end zone. Touchdown.
You got Londra on the field. I'm not sure what they're going to call.
Dedrick Stanley.
Dedrick Stanley, I believe, was the only Navy jersey towards the end zone. So what is this flag going to be?
Up and over.
This is not a hurdle. This is a dive. That's not a hurdle.
The result is a touchdown.
This is a dive in the end zone. It's not a hurdle. And they picked the flag up, so no penalty. There's the icing on the cake.
Injury to insult. Well, they're going to play to the whistle.
Yes. Yes.
So the punt return touchdown for Dedrick Stanley II, the junior, committed to FSU already. 4-star cornerback right now.
I know it probably doesn't look good that he returned that. He could have fair caught it or caught it and took a knee, but that's not Chaminade Madonna's problem to worry about. They put him back to return the punt, and he returned the punt. That's what he did.
Chaminade Madonna, 38 unanswered points. They trailed 10-0.
Wow.
Early in the second quarter, The switch was made. The switch was turned.
Let's go! We are here, baby.
Keontra Smith, the ring's for you.
Yes, that's a great feeling. Man, you work all year for that. You don't just get to this point. You want to win when you get to this point. They did it in dominant fashion, man, for 3 quarters. Dramatic win last season. This year is pretty wrapped up.
Yeah, one on a field goal with 4 seconds left.
Man,
sure, this is a little more comfortable.
It was a great win for them last season. Be a 2-time state champ, especially those kids who are on last year's team, man. They can't take that away from you. You'll always be a champion. It's one of the beauty about team sports. You do it together. They had some adversity. You know, they overcame it together. They won, they lost together, and now you get the ultimate goal. If you play team sports, the ultimate goal is to win as a team.
This one will be touched back.
We just can't get these last seconds to run off the clock, huh?
Yeah. One more snap of this, and it should put the red and blue bow tie on it for Chaminade Madonna. Going back-to-back here in Orlando.
Yep.
So congratulations to Damian Jones and his staff, his players. A lot of them expected to be here, but you just don't write yourself into the bracket. You got to earn it, and they have done that and then some. Madison County won back-to-back, and we'll get a little yardage here to close the game from Dylan Larson, and that will do it. Chaminade Madonna, for the 2nd year in a row, are 3A state champions. Congratulations to the Lions. 4th championship in school history.
Only good things to say about Champaign Yacht, the Lions today. Extremely well played game. A big fan of the adjustments that they made. I think the second half they're a lot cleaner, eliminated a lot of the penalties. Coaching job was fantastic. When it was time for their playmakers, the big time playmakers that we hit the intro with, they made plays.
Well, this will be a memory etched on their minds. Celebrating for a 2nd year in a row.
Hey, man, we told y'all.
No matter where they go around the country, a lot of these players, they're going to remember the time they were at Camping World Stadium and won a trophy for a 2nd straight year.
Absolutely. Back-to-back, you heard them, back-to-back, man. It's hard to win once. It's even harder to do it again.
Well, a reminder, programming-wise, we will keep the audio and video going for those of you watching back in Hollywood, Florida, if you're not here, as your Chaminade Madonna Lions will be crowned state champions once again. 38-10 the final. So enjoy the trophy and medal presentation as we will lay out the rest of the way. Preston, been a pleasure working with you.
Been great,
Hopefully
my
see
man.
you here next year, man.
It's been great, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, man.
Remember, 6A and 8A coming your way this afternoon. Check that out by visiting Spectrum Sports 360. So for our entire crew, for Preston Jackson, our producer Chris McCulley, and everybody at Spectrum, my name's Jeff Ratcliffe. Thank you so very much for joining us. 38-10 the final as the Lions win their share once again. Good night.
High School Athletic Association are Mr. Herschel Lyons, FHSAA Board of Directors, and Mr. George Tommen, Executive Director of the FHSAA. First, we recognize the 2018 Class 3A State Runner-Up Team, the Kings Academy Lions. Mr. Lyons and Mr. Tommen will now present the State Runner-Up Trophy to head coach Keith Allen and his captains Corey Croto, Justin Wake, Drew Lucci, Dylan Larson, and Nick Van Reeth. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Class 3A State Runners-Up, the Kings Academy Lions. State Championship Trophy to head coach Damian Jones and his captains, Keontre Smith and James Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Class 3A State Champions, the Chaminade Madonna Lions.
Be dripping on down, back to back.